I think so. It's morning. I have the book. You discover a serial number on the mixing ceramic armor boots. Run the number using Interrogate is short to his motor car. Call Alice back in a day for info on the armor. Okay. I already did this, so I have to wait a day. Sorry guys. Find out who's the lady driver and where is her lorry. Ah, right. Someone used Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients. Okay. We need also to find the money.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
So we have to find the lady and the related lorry. Because we are supposed to sort the drug issues for the other lady that asked us.
Good morning to you, officers.
I cannot go here.
Make way for the master poet.
Okay, I heard that one of the driver is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
He shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, then looks away. I don't mean to bribe, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business.
I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
Excuse continue the drug trade.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
He still is. Hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part. Not trickery. It's true. We would have caught a lie. But I can't bear. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why. A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
Okay, what does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If
Sorry,
you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I'm not sure. So if I do this, okay, and I still have to click. Okay, nice. So guys, you basically, if I click this, if you have the extension on your screen for the game, you basically can choose the answer, can vote for which answer you want me to use. Let's just use this for example.
It's snitching, man. I know what it is. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
When she left, did she leave a role behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. The grey-haired woman. Maybe she knows something. Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances, and he's okay with others ratting her out. Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
So you're right with others ratting her out, you just don't want your hands dirty. Put yourself in my shoes, I need this for another investigation too. It's important I can't blow it. She's a suspect and I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish the investigation. Fine, I will drop the matter for now.
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too. You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? 'Cause she's on the edge, man. I thought you were a different kind of cop.
The realization that you've used his friendliness and goodwill for your own ends.
Here.
He takes Kering from his pocket and looks at it before giving it to you.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex. Looks like a chain lock.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
When did she leave?
Last Friday.
He blinks, his eyes are empty now.
No. I don't know. She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise...
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating.
I bet you are.
And he's sorry he couldn't be what he wants to be. A good person. His last line, his revenge on the world.
Nah. I need to think my own thoughts now. Pray forgiveness for my sins. Go check your cabin.
Okay. So it's this one.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This is the one our man pointed to.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and 2 steering levers. The door is locked. There's no picking this lock. The owner has put special care into it. You push the key into the lock and turn. It makes a cracking sound. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Ok. Admire posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking pop. This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic. She wasted away in a drug den called The Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine.
Ok.
She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range too.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
What else is here?
The smell of 1,000
Check the
cigarettes. You
pedals.
wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Ok.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The software will also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes?
He likes it. This is
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
one of the butchering at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Ooh, so we got two problem that may be solved with the same person: the lynching and the drug trafficking. And she's also the one running the drug trade. What a handful! First the drug smuggling, now this. How deep this rabbit hole go?
We've identified one of the footprints, but there are still 7 to go.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls.
Pull out
There's
the
a
pull-out
radio. A
bottle.
metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the
It
note.
looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ULAN frequency system.
The ULAN frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Still Trésor. Pushing the
The
pull-out.
pull-out tool slides back into its neck
Close
and
it.
close the rusty old lock.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce? All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this game?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
I'm not sure what the ULAN frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks. As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade. Yes, well...
Unimportant.
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Evrard Claire would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road. We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we're done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stops to think.
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over.
Debrief over.
Okay, so... Pissing match with impressing one. Ask him about this after the initial inspection of the dead body. Okay.
Yes? What about me? Good. Let's excuse me. You have a distinctive way of...
A moment passes.
Okay.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam.
Right to work! Right to...
So we need to go to Joyce.
Looking for something?
And also we need the money to pay for the... to see if this guy wants to speak to me.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
So, let's see if I can...
Vigilance officer? What can this old carabinier do for you?
As I saw Philip turn near the roundabout.
Ah, yes! King Philip III on his stick.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the train.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule. Decisively without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood. A nation is only as strong as its leader.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is but...
You can't even take the responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine, for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum, Revishal's finest years.
Of course, clarity of vision. Aware.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court medic administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Oh.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense. He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
From what I've seen of the officers of the RCM... But I don't want to get into a debate about drug policies. Right.
Thank you. You will speak with this other guy?
I have really...
Yes, that's what you need.
René, Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance of this? Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard. Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to... There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a...
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debardeurs all know me. Oh, yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and René's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavane. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
Okay. What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
Wait, how can you write those newspaper pieces if you are not political?
Officer, I have a vivid imagination. And like I said, I have a way with words. That's enough. No need to sink into politics.
Hey Mop Mog, how are you?
He just fluffs it up.
Of course. Don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight. Only sink into your couch.
Nice. So you're weather vane, but you need to believe in something. Freedom the people never show even money. That's smart, take my screen too. Let's go with the number 2.
I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want. Even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable.
That accent, yes.
Come on, you.
The Caribbean closes his eyes like he's never going to open them again. Okay. Thanks for all the info.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Looks, the initial point to the sand. You can have a bit of that. What?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
Suddenly you realize how hungry you are. The last time you ate was aeons ago. Probably when you were still a child.
Don't be a dick, Gaston. There's plenty for everyone.
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
Okay. You're not hearing me. Man, I need that sand. No, come on. Please, friend, just share it.
Fuck off! It's mine!
He jacks away immediately, startled by his own reaction.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? We are a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
I don't think I can do it. Convince Gaston to relinquish his sandwich. Let's see.
Alright,
Oh!
this is how we're gonna do it.
Nice. Alright, this is how we're gonna do it. I admire your handiwork, chef. There are a few things I do differently.
Like what, officer? This is as good as they come in Revachol, I assure you.
An array of delicious recipes flashes through your mind. Salads, salmon, sandwiches, bingo. This calls for an engineering angle. Structural rigidity, exposed rafters, lattice works, that type of approach.
The bread you build this wonder on could have been toasted beforehand. Had you put a large slice of Moldovan cheese crossfire from the ham, it would minimize the component losses crumbling.
Mon Dieu, that is an excellent idea. That would virtually negate the component loss.
I'll do you one better. The air pocket between cheese and ham could house pre-roasted paprika.
Ce serait délicieux. Can you make that sandwich, officer?
Sure, but I'm going to need yours as a prototype. No one can.
I hope You are not just tricking an old man out of the little he has left.
Yes, that's exactly what is happening. Initial development takes time, of course, but in 6 to 9 months you will eat a sandwich of gods. I win?
Oh, god of sandwiches, maybe? But in the meanwhile, what can I do for you here and now, officer?
Let's see if he has some other things about the
Sure,
union.
officer.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay, cool. So now we have to go... Oh, right. How do I eat the sandwich? Interact.
The ham sandwich looks fresh, and a treat of this magnitude should not be enjoyed alone.
Hey Kim, let's share. Hold out the sandwich. Okay.
I'll pass. Thanks.
When you hold something up long enough, some people are compelled to take it. Try it on the lieutenant.
Thank you, but no, I'm not hungry. No.
Do not lower the sandwich.
No.
All the sandwich up, moving closer to his chin.
The lieutenant's eyes express an absolute lack of interest.
Move the sandwich around in front of the lieutenant's mouth and make aircraft noises.
The lieutenant stands next to you, but he might as well exist in a parallel realm. This man does not crack under pressure. Stars would die before he'd succumb to any kind of manipulation. With this realization comes a sudden flash of pride.
You know, Kim, if I were to hold this sandwich up long enough, have the sandwich intercept a circle in front of the lieutenant's face and then gently nosedive against his lip.
Some people would feel compelled to take it. Yes, I know. No.
Okay, step back, everyone is gonna get messy.
You jam your teeth into the sandwich and immediately feel a series of taste explosions go off in your mouth. It's like someone's carpet bombing your tongue with ambrosia.
Probably I should have kept the sandwich for something else, but yeah.
This is what angels must taste like. Your saliva production increases tenfold. You can barely contain it all.
Slow down, feel the case of the components of the ones in task.
It really is every bit as good as it looked and smelled. The different components all chip in and complement each other, forming a flavor that is unique to this. The bread, as the foundation of the sandwich, is slightly moist due to the tomato juice and mayo, but holds together nicely. Almost nothing falls off the sandwich. You feel like you really got everything out of this experience.
Okay.
An intricate web of blue light. It still kind of looks like...
Okay. So we have to go to the lady and tell her what we discovered about the drug trafficking, so she can share the other info we need.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout. Well, first, do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Fine, let's
Better not tie the fourth day.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Wait, where exactly are these eyes
It
located?
doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands. Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page.
How
As
are the
grim as it may
lynching and
be.
the strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply an opening gambit, like you suggested, or a joke even. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him.
Okay.
He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
Okay. So we didn't know about this sexual assault thing. So this was what sparked then the lynching, according to her.
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
But the investigation is not Disco. Maybe the investigation can team up. You know, share resource and intelligence.
Surely you're joking. These people are killers. My only hope is that yours provides a single, concrete suspect before they indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
Okay. Jesus.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath. Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Can you tell me about Krell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman Lorenz, Eendracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay. Anything else?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Mm-hmm. Could you contact the company, tell them to hold them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
You say the disease assaulted the woman.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. The remaining contractors, their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did this teenager gonna say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
Okay.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
You meet her soon enough, you feel.
This colonel, the one who was ended, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did Lely, his service name, a nom de guerre most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Is Lely anything else? Nationality, how old do you say he was?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expression.
What else? Nationality?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
What are the remaining 2 marks now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
Yes, yeah, okay, the scab leader at the harbour gates.
The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
Okay.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does it...
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
Okay.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Now, can you tell me about these tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
And take the photos.
For about half a minute.
It was taken with a Interrogate not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet, observe the more expression. What do you think?
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
3 points one on the photo paper.
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Little stars in the sky.
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century, over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What is the use of this part?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
What travels did that had with me?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this.
She points to his head. What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Who could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere.
You're right, I'm going to leave it off the schedule. Okay, you're right, I'm going to leave it off the schedule.
I am relieved you think so. I don't think
That's all for
deciphering
the
that
tattoos.
tattoo
Thank you
should
for
come
your
before
help.
public security. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Slow down this radio.
This reality.
Yes, reality and experimental side case.
Basically, into the world of myself, it's read that medical apps have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality. Actually, let's not go there. We'll go
Of
down
course,
later.
the
Okay.
situation is...
Okay, so there is no other things here.
A sturdy metal door guards. This could be a way into the apartment building.
Hello again, officers. Have...
Trying to sneak up on me?
This is something that required like art or something like that.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Possible.
Yeah. Why?
Why must we stop? There must be another way into the building.
1 second, guys. Okay, so now what do we have here?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. With the permeables, it takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
Next one, that's all, guys.
Not much has changed in... The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Soif.
Okay. This is the map.
The worn map features the patchwork. Your finger moves through the various streets. Across Rue de... Finally, coming to a halt on the spot.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
Okay. I'm around here, I think. In the back. Okay. can't reach that in any way. And this is closed. Right, this is closed. Let's go back here.
This coin-operated viewer.
He's not here, right? Josie yesterday on helping it herself, she seemed to be browsing book. A good one.
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Okay.
Looking for something to read.
Good. Fellow.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Good then. Do you need help?
What with?
She tries hard to focus on the books. Maybe your husband is missing. Watch the books. That's all.
My husband? No, he's not.
So very good.
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time, no.
Looks like the right foot. It's with yourself and I don't really care if you're missing. Maybe you're right, maybe he's missing indeed.
Of course he's not. It's not like he's a pocket watch. I wouldn't just lose him.
She has the husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
What?
It's right to know, not to know where your husband is. Now he's shivering that.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is...
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Maybe your children are missing, maybe your cockatoo is missing.
No, absolutely not.
So, okay, so where are
Are you a
they?
policeman or a nanny?
Randy, where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Jamrock. There's not... They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
Maybe you're right, maybe they are in Elysium now.
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
Their appearance, any features stand out, something.
Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Jamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention.
Maybe your cockatoo is...
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you...
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
I don't even have a cockatoo.
It's a trap. Never ever say what.
Great.
Just more questions. What did you mean by me hearing that? Great.
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're...
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Thanks, what they're going to do. Get tasks.
Wonderful. The store is open.
Watch her browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with the... The woman before you nods and...
Okay, so nothing we could get from this lady. So, here I think we browsed everything already.
A small mountain of colorful board game.
Hi, Ace Detective.
What have you found? And also, a book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
Okay, let's see.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
I think it's that one.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo. Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have. You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage.
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
Oh no, I want to steal it. No. I need the money, leave. Okay. So let's see now if we have another line of conversation with this.
The woman before you.
So there is this thing about the fridge.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Oops. Should have done it.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and see? Even your body has failed you. It's a miracle you didn't injure yourself.
Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip.
Okay. Now here I need the torch.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question. Reality is ruthless. Your flashlight slides over an old. Some of the writing has faded with age.
I need the filament to put in here.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Casting the nothing happened. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn. The whole thing resembles.
Okay.
As before, an iron safety curtain curves before your eyes. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here. Again, a sudden bout of self-pity. Sire, may we suggest something? Think of the yelling into the furnace as a perhaps it's not such a bad idea. Try it again, son.
Dico di ieri tu sorpresa la grand performance. Bisogna just poi non ti advice.
Again, a sudden bout. Sire, may we suggest perhaps it's not such a bad.
Okay, so the furnace, right? And then there is the fridge where the guy hid the filament for this machine to work. But oh wait. I saw
Yes?
something. No? Okay, no.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice.
Good question, I know. What is even what?
The fridge buzzes.
Okay, this is the furnace.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities...
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Well, I don't think I can do this, but I'll try.
Something breaks loose.
Nice.
A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths.
Hello?
You've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Okay.
After you, officer.
Perfect. I have tons of tasks. So we can go to speak to these guys and then we come back. Wait. Okay, I can level up. Oh my god, it's too many stuff here. Hand-eye coordination, this is for the guns. Perception would be nice. Interfacing, master machine, clocks and pockets. You'll understand creativity, see art in the world. Okay. Logic. Understand others. Wait, for now. This tray is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. The candy dispenser bin are purposed to contain thousands of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
I read like one sits on a throne of tools with emerald lights shining through their hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade, for she's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
The headphones.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yeah?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. I'm not in my dice right now. I'm always often I need to ask him questions.
Very good. My rate is 10 reo per set. Unless you want to take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
Walls around there are covered with rows of precious stones.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of no falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items. She's thankful for the security they provide her.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about a dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the whirling's backyard.
She stopped to try and come up with an answer.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eye off the work to look out of the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
You often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see, thank you for your
She
answer.
nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the wall. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask.
Creative.
Let's go with this fear. I heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the Numan commercial area? But it's because of her, of course.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convenient. The place where we mentioned. Wait, how do you explain what happened?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She is convinced that the place is warming with my...
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Plaisance is a wise woman. She's selling trinkets for the Interrogate. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardware and customers, and she has to exploit her own data to keep the company going. Because he's just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
You're right, the whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed.
And then there is me.
Kind of. She sighed, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools are scattered from knives to army fight.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million real business.
This cold nose is making me swear, really. So exactly, she means the root of her no. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we could see.
You know what happened to other tenants? Everyone else is gone?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Okay. Let's start. There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customers should have been more open-minded. I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if I have dependently. Less than a simple man, I don't really have an opinion on hairstyles. Okay.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was Artemitep? Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club. I think I can ask everything here, hopefully.
A kind man,
yeah.
From Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defy dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
Okay, so she actually heard stuff outside.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
How did that community project work out? Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamine.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Okay. So I have to check the punching bag.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about it, but what's a snuff milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims.
Oh.
Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Okay. I decided to broadcast real murders with real victims. Okay.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Okay.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Oh, insect rights, what's the name of? I didn't know insect had any rights or activists.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
They got to this making clothes out of beetle wings, a terrible idea. I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys.
Really? Anyway.
She looks at the window, see her dead fly is lying on its back. That's good.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Okay. She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say? That's illegal, running off with companies money device and been arrested.
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
A smile with and by far she sees the return on face behind.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just the props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She considers some remnant of memory. That's
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean, liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind their curtain and cigarette break.
They seem to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. Really, there must have been a gigantic gathering.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. That's too bad. I would have. Part-time project looked great. You're right. They should have just tried harder. They had everything to succeed.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table and all of them stop near the edge of the metallic dice.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Oops.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She's Spine leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to
The
dance.
place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Okay, what about
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Okay.
Fritte does the same thing.
I think Fritte is the girl on the shop near the... What is the strike? I know a girl just like that. She works in Fritte as a cashier and she's not particularly friendly. I didn't expect 20 cents per hour as dogs pay. That's an award-winning idea. How else do you choose people around you? I don't have an opinion on employing teens.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravenshaw ICT. And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes if you're remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples, like trying to suppress headache. It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravenshaw ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Jesus, this girl knows everything. Not someone, it's the market doing its job. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. And also the bear felt scary, like it could become alive any moment now.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. Doing his job, I mean. He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool.
What's a vision beast? Very cool, but I don't want to hear about bears anymore.
Megatherion. A mega wild beast.
Very cool. A mega wild
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
I don't... I don't do drugs.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps?
I found the building in Instant Com, but it's not
time.
working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
Okay, so it was yours. As I was wondering, but it's button menu.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the wearing rug. Is it part of the same
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom. Albeit, I doubt that anyone...
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
I saw a name, East Delta Pinball on the door.
Right, it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice? Don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
His disdain for pinball could not be clearer.
A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company on my Slipstream SGA, someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
First, it wasn't Plaisance. I know her and would never recognize her voice. She said she was from Tricentennial Electric.
Tricentennial Electric? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank?
No, it was something else. It was eerie. It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
Oh, it doesn't have something eerie, not real. It may have been some sort of real electrical alarm.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us.
I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
Question about the intercom. Okay, no. Actually, I had other questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit.
Question about building.
What else?
Why hasn't the business failed? I will never. Probably only if I do 12.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start taking off your clothes. You need to connect.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
Stare at you while you start to fuss with your...
Officer!
What? Nancy, please stay just me or is it in here? I'm trying to lower my body temperature. It's part of this special technique I have. Never mind, that was a terrible idea.
Undressing in a stranger's place of business? Yes, it was.
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical...
That doesn't really excuse it, does it?
Okay. Yeah, but they die, I don't know. I need the money.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
You know the weird untethered setting. I want to die for that. Do you have any cursed dice? Tell me about your most exciting eye. And then you know what I want. Just a normal day for me. Looking for something to help with my work. Trying to think about it.
I think I have just the right one for you.
She opens the door of her work desk and takes something out. 2 polyhedrons, red and blue, are colored in
police colors.
Because it was perfect, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift for me.
Oh, okay.
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it. You overthink it.
Oh,
your hands can't agree what to do, and the 2 dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions, like pearls from a broken string. The blue one disappears down the pit in the center of...
Ah, down the drain, like your career. I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary.
Pick up the red die.
That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. You definitely need luck in Martinez.
Is she pitying you? Good God.
Now, was there anything else?
Okay. So, can I get the other dice in some way? It went down here, right? Okay. So I think we done everything here. Alright. Okay. Tools. So I wanted to check the fridge stuff.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand... 2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. An electric sizzle. The room...
And unplug even the other one.
Only the black cable is plugged into the breaker box, while the red one lies neglected on the floor. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Okay.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows.
There is no way the die went here, right?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a...
Okay. Let's check in the furnace now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. It's dark and grimy here.
What are you doing? Wait, really?
Oh, I thought there was the die.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Okay, let's put back the...
Both cables are unplugged from the breaker box. Somewhere in the dark, a giant
Yeah. Well, this
orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your child. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet. Or you slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get... No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even... If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry...
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it
maybe I
slowly
have to wait for the ice to... Yeah. I have probably to wait for the ice to completely melt. Let's see what right. What was the...
An old called East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the... Silence.
Oh, lock.
No one's home at Fortress Accident. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell.
Okay.
They don't...
Let's go here. Oh. There is the lady we can go talk to. Let's see if there is anything else here.
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Okay, nothing.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Leave.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't...
The rotting man. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what get you
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Ep4 to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Let's get in.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limit. I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
Okay.
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
So, wait, I want to remove my gloves. Fingerless gloves, okay.
The rotting man, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
Honestly, the 3-part summary.
That's you.
HDB.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box,
KK57-0803.0815.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date, 0803, and time of arrival, 0815, on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
Should we file the coroner's case under me taking a decision for you?
And what would that make the alphanumeric?
HDB 41 0803. Help me out with the time of day, anyone? 11:11. It's meaningful. 10:15. It's understated.
Why? What?
Good. Let's go with that.
The lieutenant is quite surprised you managed to come up with an adequate case number.
We've heard the nom de guerre. Lely. It's better than nothing. Write it. What's next? Date of birth?
Date of birth,
NA.
yes. NA, not applicable.
Roughly 50.
Dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
I'm gonna write for tissue.
He nods.
Mondial.
Fair to olive skin, from the Isola of Mwindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky, fucky!
The little monster screaming.
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
But Vic's gonna have sex.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
HDB 41 0803.1015 listens motionless with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
None. At least not after the initial examination. They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
He placed his hand on the dead man's chest.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosenkrantz Road, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside. light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Matt Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copy paper tries to answer why.
External examination of some
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think.
Sorry.
Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear lab.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Write it down.
Tattoos.
Stands up feet planted on either side of the
The
body.
upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with the age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse hair before moving on. It has short lights brown male pattern body.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Write down.
You get your mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
Still wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Back to the chain cast. Good thing we got this chain cutter.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
The king of the chain cutter.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
He points to the rope, squeezing the best.
we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision.
See? My pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
I'm not a picky. Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the yeast.
Oh shoot. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. Ah. I can level up physical instruments.
Jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold.
Look at you.
Then
you jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they are buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold.
a really, really bad smell is coming from there now. And some kind of cracking sound.
Enough good sound.
Yeah, fuck him! Fuck that faggot!
Told you my pig was
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
He steps in, takes the chicken from you. Okay.
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision. Yes, that's much better form than you had. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark.
Here.
He hands his chin at the back and then he squeezes the body, running his finger along the red groove until he comes to
the rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Okay.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
No! It's gonna happen!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began.
My God.
The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Inspect the genitals.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
This car is extending way more than a lot of officials.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item. Hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it and moves on to the other end. Let the lieutenant work alone.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Ooh.
He turns to the side to
for
break.
the external. Well done. What next?
Internal examination summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
A moral. Nah. I said
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Respiratory system.
Back hunches as in prayer, he begins to pry open the other man's jaw. He stops to exert more force, both hands.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Looks inside the
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Hepatobiliary, NA.
Why do we...
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
Looks at the girl's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. I don't think
Neither
so.
am I.
And that's it?
That's it. Same for toxicology and serology, NA. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, a pool of feces.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Okay, he touches the gallbladder and the lower abdomen, write it down, omit the voila, keep the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What about
injury? So we inflicted them?
This is a team effort. Okay,
Okay, so there's an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter. I wouldn't mention it. Better not to muddy the waters.
Agreed. I'm gonna put it in the sloppy between us, so back to injuries.
See? These pigs are fucking...
Why don't you fuck them if you...
Now, injuries.
Bite
Head,
marks.
chest and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Beneath the description there are 2 boxes with a ticket. A. Opinion fatal injury. B. Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury? So,
Contusions.
the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clothing.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Opinion fatal injury. So he was beaten before being hanged. But was he beaten to death or he died from the hanging? We didn't discover this. Let's say that this was the fatal injury.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
Okay. Finish. First, how did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
He looks at the man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Perception. What is perception? Okay.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite...
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast. Hey, wasn't there a giant iceberg sarcophagus below that building?
Yes, there was. An absolutely colossal free still plugged in Italy in the shape of an ice bear.
Yes. Now, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear fridge, but I think we should still take a look at it first. Make sure it's big enough. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we are looking for in the deceased will become harder to find. What do you see?
Okay. No, I already did this. Okay, so we have to go to the fridge bear, which is here, examine it, maybe plug in the...
Only the red cable is plugged into the breaker box, while the black one lies.
It's already plugged in.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can. Your visual confirms. You could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge.
Shall we go and get the body then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but...
The 2 of you. Easily. The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get the butcher. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Beautiful. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
You've definitely earned a drink after this. Perhaps even some pagan rites.
No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in an ice bear fridge. This story does not leave
I
this
think it
room.
is a great achievement people need to hear about. We did our best with the means of our spot. I'm not proud of it, but we did find the fridge. It is simple, it's working, it's art.
As impressive as the fridge is, this is a small victory. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
How do you like it in the fridge?
I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour.
This is, of course,
You're
your
a
mind.
genius. A regular corporal engine.
Now compartment in my ledger open.
The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press down and fuck it open like your fucking heart.
He means force. It'll work.
Okay.
Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If...
Close the door. Okay. Now let's see if
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream.
Okay, so we have to leave it like this. Okay, perception. Let's level up this. We need to go in here because there is the girl.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Okay.
Can I help you?
Wait, what? How do you go up here?
The door is closed.
Okay, so it's not there. Oh, Jesus. I have to use the... I have to use the secret
The man
passage,
ponders his cooking utensils and... You see ahead.
Okay, before speaking with these guys... I think it's here. How do you go in there? I don't think I can go there from here. Yeah. I can go here, I can go here.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
Oh, I can go anywhere here. It's all closed up, so... Okay. It's like upstairs from the apartment.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. Nothing, just black tangles like the hair of an old woman. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to...
Speak with this guy.
This is where you say your bed.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. With a beer can.
Detective.
If they annoys you with a sharp note, he's leaving it to you.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match. Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man in his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s.
Okay, so 44, 45, 46 and 43.
He spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project in the Jamrock quarter. There were incarcerations. Hard to say what else. The ink is fading. And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain, in the far corner. Standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 44. 40-something. Non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum? On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician.
And the little guy?
Size 41. With the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He, alone, is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy. Exactly the missing lady driver who was running the drug trade. Does it mean the Hardy boys are involved in the drug trade as well? Maybe. But hey, you've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Now is a good time to hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Okay.
The pretty boy. You guys really look
funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Container belt, like we used, because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
Ah, so you confess.
God damn.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
You murder him just like that. No,
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
Yes. They don't know what's that. Yes, but these were all bad people, criminals, scum of the earth.
Rest assured, lawman. None worse than our guy. He got what was coming to him.
Who called the shots at night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a hardy boy without arresting all hardy boys.
Arrest all hardy boys. What's the problem?
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than angry. You do, you give the commands. The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. I wonder that's on a medic often reaches in this point of
Theo's a great guy, a great guy, but come on. Titus Hardy runs the Hardy Boys. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys, G.
I think you got your answer.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man. You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Known him? We don't associate with scum.
Yeah!
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard and...
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why did you kill him? How did you kill him? Why don't I step closer? Why don't I just arrest you?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it.
And he stepped out alive.
He repeats Joe Clump and shot like a...
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Force.
A live grenade, right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hired merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm on these goddamn special forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Right, but what did he actually do wrong? Okay, besides crimes against Carol, what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He was Peter from his
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation? He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
He'll kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Okay.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
They said to make sense of this flowing.
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming, "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
What do you think he was sexual assault or rape, you say?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Oh, right, but who did he rape then? These are very serious allegations.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got...
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school?
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied.
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, capo.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clubbed him in the back of the head. He went down.
That's right, lawman. And then we hang the...
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Mr. Tats, what did he use to knock the victim out? Composer, okay.
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
Samaran boxing, or Sambo, is an eloquently violent set of one-on-one fighting moves, originating from the Samaran Isola. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness. He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing, no uncalled for details.
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Okay, let's try this.
Actually, they're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way. Well, this one. But he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
Like what, Copper?
Why don't they just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to...
Not in the arresting mood?
You need to ask how my life without.
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Okay.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
We found 8 sets of food, but there's only 7 of you. What is the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about...
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, you're quick.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilo.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
You're right, there is no longer driver except you. No, the hour you're gonna forget and you live the road.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junk.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Yes, but that just sends everyone else to Jamrock, doesn't it?
Let's go to the drug. Taste this way. You have something
We haven't done anything, but theoretically, it has to be someone's problem, so it might as well be yours.
Takes a sip of his beer and smiles.
Titus, I'm amazed. Where is the same professionalism when it comes to other topics? You're doing great.
I don't know, Lizzie. I guess theoretical things don't make me emotional. Now, is there anything else? I was sort of gonna get my boost.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
My answer is fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn...
And here we go. Back...
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat, he left 2 sets of... Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Yeah. By friends, you mean his...
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
I don't know. We can say this or not. I don't know if it's... Let's do this.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy. Yeah. I will oil the murder machine.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
We're not bees. We're men.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying? So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army. And the Madre scum.
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Send back to Madre now.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or a barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think. We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home. I guess we're gonna see.
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what they don't.
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal. Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen? What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, you got one more gun on your side. Once I find mine, I lost it. I mean, okay, I guess I'll be gunning you down right alongside them.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that. Again, just get the dead guy's autograph.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time.
Authority. Let's see. Authority. No.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
I'm the only thing keeping this tower going well, and you're not helping.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong. All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, Fascia. People here trust us.
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
Of course you have. You've been calling people Kip left and right. Inciting.
Callie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the Kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit. Sure there is. Carly said they're bulk purchasing confetti, ribbons too, and loudspeakers, and fireworks. Carly works at the carnival shop.
Get the fuck out of here, you racist carny. There'll be...
What happened? We got absolutely wiped. Let's go before it gets worse.
What's going on? Are you racist now? Is the rally real? Please don't set up any rally. It will make you look awful.
Okay. So we did this. Autosave, nice.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Who told you that? Fine, yeah, it looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of arseholes around. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill. Oh, yes, that... yes. What? Yes? Got the 20 real? Good.
Okay.
You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another...
You know, there might be other places.
So we are paid for the night. But still, I want to go up.
The door is closed. The lieutenant, he doesn't like where this is going. The window stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurt. The fan stands. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Okay. So we need to go and speak with the librarian and tell her that there is no course or anything. That's one of the quests.
What have you found?
The
And
librarian
also,
told me
do
about
buy
her
the
name
books.
is Nia
There
and
may
she's
be
a novelty dice
teaching
maker.
a novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Maybe involved, but I don't have a request.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How...
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth, the narrative she's built herself? It does. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
She said there is no course because there are too many inconsistent. She said it's just capitalism, bankrupt is a per code. The source in a system is showing involving a stock. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. I know okay. There's another entity more malignant pulling the string and Martin in my travels. I will cross paths with it.
Wait, what? The entire economic system is...
This woman's not healthy enough to withstand this level of stress.
I'm afraid the only word revolution can help you. Yes, the system must be cleansed. Just a second. Yes, the system must be cleansed of immigrant labor. It's true, we live in a precarious world, nothing even turns out right. You need to get used to chaos. What I meant was I found the source of the doom. Forget about anything. Back off. Okay. This one is not that enough to withstand this level of stress. Okay.
You found a way to fix our entire economic system? Or are you talking about the building?
Yeah, I disposed it. The course is definitely gone. I'm afraid that I cannot identify the source, but you have to call some other experiment. Yeah, I disposed it. The course is definitely gone. Yes, I pronounce the same in his spelling rights. This commercial is doomed no more.
Of course. I trust my Seminoles wards and charms kept you safe while you perform the ancient rites. All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting. It will be a long time until... Thank you, officer.
Okay.
Truly, you've brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement.
She so badly wants this to be over. She would have believed anything.
All right then. All's well that ends well. Should we return to our ordinary life?
Yes. Okay.
Hi, Ace Detective.
So, So let's check if the police, the police station.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
No, and I doubt they'll get back to me before tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Anything else?
Just
Just a second. Sylvie Malaika. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? No? Not me. No.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
No.
It was someone else.
Okay.
You hear?
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
Okay. So now we can go and speak with these guys again.
Looking for something? It's not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge, you know. You might want to change the topic. That I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design.
Race is a simplistic means of social classification based on easily observed.
Don't push your luck, Runt.
So this is one of the mercenaries. The other
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Don't think so. Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
Actually, I think we should maybe even get going now.
He clearly does not think poking the hornet's nest is a wise plan anymore.
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like
it. Just has to be said. That was not a convincing line.
Fucking loincloth.
Loincloth? Now you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it? Better not to press that issue further, sire. He seems tense. The man's breathing steadies, but...
This is the other guy, and then there is...
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
The man looks at the colorful piece of plastic, then at you.
But that's not you.
He can't know that. Maybe you're just younger on the photo.
From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago Jean? Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now. Also, you told me you're a cop, remember? How did you get his shift card? Oh, John's been out drinking himself blind again? He should watch his step, that John. Can I have the card? Oh, is my friend in some sort of trouble? Who knew?
So the other one, then...
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup.
He had nothing to do with it. Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Are you not with the army boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called hardy boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degraded.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful. Find out for yourself. And
interesting.
The man looks at you, silent.
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. If there is nothing found, I cannot possibly...
We still need to...
Okay, so we can go there. We can go here. Either we need to wait another day. But first, let's try and talk with whoever we missed.
A lorry stuck.
Done.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you? Where am I? 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 Where am I?
Like a magician regalia subjects from hypnosis, jolted her back.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber? Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
Who's Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
Show you the photograph in the lavish, my friend.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen, and schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
She needs back souring the worst.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
So I take it you were in mask when you were young.
Someone was.
She does do a meaning word perfectly clear. Someone, but this not your memory.
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or they're beautiful? That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
I know you're dreaming, man. Right, there's some other question.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Right, I have some other question for you.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She sat back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mounted some memorabilia, photos and knickknacks lined the dashboard. What do you want?
Diamonds.
Diamonds.
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I... Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo. If you know what I mean. Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest.
Bad hand. Hermenegildos' bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
I still don't really understand this whole Boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
The Boyadero, Boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain. Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Magritte, she pleads with him to give up his riding and set.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
That's a terrible song. A beautiful song. That's not where that was going.
You have to understand. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
Before he came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive the Monosov's land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain, the Transcatolia Magistral, U4-1A, Adestradas du Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly.
In blacking out, you should take better care of it. This should be reported to the normal authority.
You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking.
A correct appraisal.
Is that all you woke me up to say? Yes, go.
Okay, so nothing really apparently interesting for now on this person. Here there is nothing.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
So we missed the girl, the shop, and the girl inside it.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What is what? If you want to buy one...
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal spray. A colorful display of cigarettes and the bottles wink at you in the light. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine.
Guess not. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that. Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. A warehouse? I don't know.
She scrunches up her face into an
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so,
No need to worry.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, so I think the problem is that we need to access areas that are apparently inaccessible for now, like the top of this, the roof of this. We spoke with these guys. Here is nothing. We spoke with this guy here. We didn't spoke again with the pawn shop guy.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb. Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hyundal burning smells like worn cotton. Worn cotton with a side of...
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't help.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed teas, but this one was just pure exemplar. A fan? No, I wouldn't go that far. But I do think the Hyum-Dalaman saga is an integral part of our shared reality. Most people don't think that the man from Hyumdal I mean, even if the man from Hyumdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hyumdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic type.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I deal in goods, not services. $2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I sympathize, I do. But this is a for-profit enterprise.
Okay.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Okay, so okay, guys. So I'm going to grab some lunch